Where is Miami? That's the question. Where is Miami? Real Housewives of Miami, this huge show on Bravo TV, which hasn't always gotten the shine that it probably deserves. Unbelievable, if you ask me. But who am I? What's up? I'm Randomly Ronnie Jr. If you want to support, patreon.com/randomly Ronnie Jr. Talking about all the fun and exciting and warm and optimistic and goofy sides of reality TV. But right now, really asking the question about why or where is Real Housewives of Miami, this great reality show on Bravo. Where is it at? When is it coming back? What's the holdup? On Watch What Happens Live, you have Michaels. Now, Michaels is a second season cast member on Southern Hospitality. Southern Hospitality is on Bravo, and it is from Leva, who Leva used to be on Southern Charm. So much so, she was actually on the pilot episode with Catherine on Southern Charm way back in the day. So she's been a part of the whole universe for a long time, and of course, she did Southern Charm for all those years. And then she hit us with Southern Hospitality, which is very much like a Vanderpump Rules, like that kind of show. And the first season was like all right, it was cool, it was different, but I gotta tell you, season 2, 3, 4, I mean, it's like they've got everything going and not going, and all the hiccups and all the challenges and all the success and amazingness and the cast trips and the love. It's just perfect. Well, anyways, Michaels is on this show and he's talking about like, wow, this season was a lot, but one of the coolest things was getting to go to Dominican Republic because he wanted to kind of be there with the castmates for sure, but also there was some tie into his family and why it was so important. He's talking about a full circle moment, and it just caught him, of course, in his emotions on Watch What Happens Live. But then after that, he's like, and by the way, moments like this remind me of, some of the moments you would see and some of the cast members you'd see on Real Housewives of Miami. What's the deal, Andy? What's the deal? Where's the show? And Andy, of course, is like, oh, I wish it could be back. If it was up to me, it would be back. But I mean, Michaels makes a point. Where is Real Housewives of Miami? I mean, so many people enjoyed the show. And the backstory on the show is the first 3 seasons were, on Bravo, had an 8-year break. And I remember when that break happened because that's when Potomac started. I remember when Potomac started, I was like, oh, this is like, I missed Miami so much. And I used to look at Potomac as I don't have Miami, but like I could at least enjoy Potomac as a filler. But of course, Potomac stood its own and has been a great, great, great show all these years. But Miami had its first 3 seasons, right? And then it had the 8 seasons away. And then it came back to Peacock streaming, which was really cool because the streaming was different. Streaming wasn't really a thing at that time. It really had not been something that you would see all the time. It was new. It was a new way to consume. And so they did really, really well over there on Peacock streaming that they moved the show back to Bravo. And then they've had all these seasons, and it's been Larsa, Marisol, Alexia, who were the originals, as well as Lisa and Adriana. And then they had new cast members like Gertie, like Kiki, like Dr. Nicole, and it was such a good show. And I mean, really, I don't know what the answer is, but I just think some things that I really like about the show, I want to talk about. It's frustrating that this is one of the funner shows to watch. And reality TV is that. It's a little bit of an escape. It's a little bit of a way to relax and just like unwind and see these sort of obnoxious stories or whatever. and just be entertained for the most part, And like I said, I named a bunch of the cast members. Who was it? Julia, Stephanie. I mean, it was just a great, great show. And for it to be on pause is just so challenging. Like, why does it always have the holdup? And it feels that way because to have the 8 seasons away where it was on pause that time too, it just is always like such an unceremonious praise for Real Housewives of Miami. But the fans who liked it, I mean, I've loved it since season 1, And the funny thing is, I've always loved Larsa even since season 1. I have always. And people will make fun of her change and her look and this and that, and it does not matter to me. I still think Larsa is entertaining. Going off some opinions as to what makes the show so great, or maybe what they could do going in the future, I don't know. I know that the networks usually sway a little younger. They like to really have that 30, 35-year-old audience. I say get Marisol and Alexia and just have them do almost like your tias in the corner and just give us the gossip of all the 80s memories and all the, Marisol could talk. She could talk forever, have her talk about who she used to date and what clubs were like the clubs in South Beach and, just all of it. I want that, And then you got the new and exciting, like what's going to happen, all the career growth of some of the cast members. I'd love to see more of Kiki. I'd love to see more of Gertie, but I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I would rather see, I'm always like, bring on more Larsa scenes. She's, even when she does the scene, remember the scene where she was invited to something and rather than going, she stayed home, but she stayed with her dog and she had this expensive dog collar that she was selling and she was so happy about it. Like she is on another planet and she's so fun to watch and definitely gets a rise out of people, that's for sure. But I want to see it all, and I don't know what the plan is with Miami. I don't know what the plan is to do all these stopping with these shows. This is now. Let's see. New Jersey had a break. New York had a reboot and a break. Miami has had a reboot and now a break, and it's making it like, the franchise, though it's celebrating 20 seasons or 20 years rather with Orange County, it is kind of seeming like at this point lackluster the franchise in general. Like it has its hits for sure. Salt Lake City's fun. Rhode Island is so fun, and of course Potomac did really well last season. But for the most part, like I think you just keep the show going, and it resonates or it doesn't. And just all of this slowing the show down just to make it perfect, and then it come back and it's not perfect, that seems to be a problem. So I don't know. This was just a quick little moment here to celebrate reality TV, like fun, pop culture, entertainment, all that kind of stuff, showbiz stuff of like, we love Real Housewives of Miami, but where is Miami? Where is Miami? Where is Miami? Like, there's no reason for all the slowing down with production on this show. And the production company is the same production company that does Married to Medicine, which has always been such a gigantic show for the network as well. So who knows what Bravo TV is doing, but it does feel like, it's so much talk about bringing this show back and get it off pause, and let's on with it. Let's get going. Let's get on with it, And Michaels from Southern Hospitality certainly was like, yep, Andy Cohen, we need the show back. And I think lots and lots of audience of Bravo TV definitely agreed.